If you've ever started something new and had a buzz and it was new and exciting, and then just like that, that energy, that excitement, it fizzled out, stay tuned. Consistency is not about motivation or willpower. It's about understanding what makes you want to quit and then working around it. Today's tutorial will help you see your habits differently. Hello, my name is Shuvra Deb and I work as a confidence coach. Staying consistent with something is not about motivation. And that's because motivation spikes and it drops. It's very desire driven. Relying solely on motivation means you will start strong, and then once the motivation is gone, you will crash and stop. Here's the game changer. You don't need motivation. What you need is to build a system. The differentiating factor between motivation and system is that motivation is outcome driven. What motivates you to complete a task or a series of actions is most likely thoughts of what will happen at the end, what the outcome will be. A system-based approach, on the other hand, gets you to focus on the process. It gets you to take small, achievable, incremental steps, one step at a time. That does two things for you. First, you get on your path toward your goal with way less overwhelm and way less focus on the ultimate outcome. If you focus only on the goal, it can become slightly obsessive, and it can also become a thing where you attach your self-worth, your value with the outcome. Your happiness becomes attached to the outcome. And all the while you're working towards your goal, if it's taking longer than you want it to, you can become frustrated. Second, a system-based approach will keep you going in the long term. Once you've achieved the initial goal, you will keep going to your next goal and your next one and your next one. Whether you're building a business, following a career path, parenting, getting ready for college, by following a system-based approach, even when you hit your goal, your next goal, however many goals it is, and you get that dopamine hit and the joy and the rush from having achieved the thing you set out to achieve, your system is what will bring you back and keep you going. Now, how you go about this and exactly what you do will really depend on where you're at right now. For example, if you currently have low energy and you would like to increase your energy, the first thing you need to look at are your sleep habits and your dietary patterns. How much are you sleeping? What's the quality of your sleep? What are you eating? Is it nutritional? Is it filling you up? Another thing to look at is how you speak to yourself, something I talk about a lot. And I do that because it's important. If you don't have positive self-talk, you're going to have a huge barrier to self-belief and self-confidence. I have other tutorials on negative self-talk, so please take a look around my page for those. Now, let's build your system. Let's take building a business for our example, but you can fit this around anything that you are working on at the moment. The first step is creating the right environment. That means having a workspace that helps you stay focused and productive. It might mean having a desk where you can think clearly, where you're able to reach for the right stationery at the right time. It might also mean having a good chair with good back support. It might mean having music on in the background that helps you to concentrate, and it might also mean having a large jug or a large cup of water next to you so that you can stay hydrated. It's the simple things that really matter. Your environment should make it easier for you to get your work done, not harder. The second step is building small, repeatable actions. So instead of saying, I'm going to build a business, you might say, I will spend 1 hour each day reaching out to one potential client. It could be each day I will spend 3 hours building my business plan. Or it could be each week I will create and post one piece of content. These actions may seem small, but when repeated consistently and over time, they build momentum and they build confidence. The third step is tracking your progress, and this does not have to be complicated. It could be as simple as having a list of tasks that you want to get through in the day and then ticking them off as you go. And that way you are tracking what you've done. It could be writing down what you've done at the end of the day, or it could be having a few moments or up to an hour, let's say, to reflect at the end of the week on what went well and what could be improved for the following week. And finally, remember this: Perhaps this is the most important. Consistency is not about perfection. Some days you'll be on fire and you'll work and it will flow and it will all go really well and you'll get through more than you expected. And then other days you will have low energy, you will feel tired, and it just won't flow as well. You will occasionally fall off track, but what's important is that you come back to your system. So if you've been struggling to stay consistent, stop relying on motivation. It spikes and it dips, and sometimes without any warning. Instead, build a system that supports you and then stick to it the best you can. When you fall off track, come back to the system. Allow it to support you. I hope this helps. Please do like, subscribe, share and comment on the content. You'll be helping me to guide what's next, and you'll be helping others to find this channel. If you'd like to go deeper, I have a free self-confidence guide with a fun quiz. I also have a deep dive 8-module self-confidence course, the details for which are all in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.